Hey guys, hey mamas, what's up, my nap time warriors, my DIY mama tribe. So glad to see you here today. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to talk about another renter-friendly DIY. Ding 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 ding. This is something that I did in our office slash guest room. What I did was use some fabric to make an accent wall. This is an easy DIY. You can definitely get it done in the time that it takes your baby to take a nap. However, I will add this caveat. I have a staple gun that you plug into the wall. So you can buy one that's more manual and it's not as loud, but the one that you plug in is super loud. So there's no way I was doing that during nap time. So I had to call on some tribe members. Y'all know who your tribe members are. I had to call a friend like, look, I'm gonna need you to go and sit in another room with my baby because this noise scares her. I hope that you are able to replicate this. Again, if you do it, I want to send pictures. Hit me up on Instagram at DIY Mama Tribe. Thank you. And let's get into the tutorial.
So first of all, this room is nothing short of a hot mess right now. The bed is set up, but the office part is not set up and there's plenty to do. So this is the wall that I'm working with. It's going to be the wall that goes behind the bed, obviously. And I've started on one side already and put the bookcase in front of it just to see how it's going to look, because I want to really draw that line between an office feel and while it's still a guest room. So you're going to need some upholstery weight fabric. I just want to show you how stiff this fabric is. Like, it's holding creases. It's really standing on its own. You don't want anything that's too soft because it just won't cut the same. So for this, here's my super loud staple gun. You're going to need a staple gun, whether it's that or the manual kind. Staples, of course. You're also, I was gonna measure out some things, but when I got into the project, I found that I didn't really need a tape measure, but you definitely will need a utility knife, something that's pretty sharp that's gonna cut through that upholstery weight fabric. And of course, some scissors for a little trim and excess stuff like that. So this is all the supplies that you're going to need, and I will of course put links in the description box in case you need a source on where to get them. So just fast forwarding through getting this bed moved. Y'all, this is a king size bed and it's a monster. So it just took a lot to move that around. Now what you want to do is take some of your fabric and start right in the corner of the room. You want to get as close to the ceiling as you can and as close to the line of the wall as you can. Now for me, this meant that I had to staple a little bit lower. If you noticed in the close-up, the staple at the top wasn't going all the way because of the kind of wall that I have, but get as close as you can. You just want it to line up well as if you were putting up wallpaper. And just randomly put staples just enough so that it's going to stay against the wall.
Hey, I just wanted to pop in and say, if you are getting any value out of this at all, please hit the like button and go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, back to it.
So I eventually had to move that bed all the way out the way. And this is when I was really trying to also have my baby in the room, but that did not work out well as previously stated. So if you see here, I'm just putting a staple here or putting a staple there. I just want to smooth out the fabric as I go. And because it's that upholstery weight fabric, it's going to stay flat. So you don't have to like staple it to death. You just need a few staples to hold it in place, like in the middle. Just, one to the left, one to the right, one in the middle, one down low, and you've got it. Now, I am trying to work around an outlet here. Use your utility knife to cut the excess once you get down to the baseboard. So I was just cutting along the baseboard. And then for the outlet, I simply kind of put my hand close to where the outlet was and used a very sharp utility knife to cut around it. And then you can pop that little rectangle out. I eventually did staple a couple of staples down at the bottom just to tack it down. And because I'm putting a bookshelf in front of this, I didn't bother stapling the corner. So now I'm just gonna finish out the rest of the wall. You wanna overlap your seams just a little bit to make sure that it's covered. And I'm repeating the process, getting as close to the ceiling line as possible, and then stapling at the top and just a few along the middle and down the sides to make sure that the fabric is going to stay in place. And here's along the baseboard. Look how clean that cuts. You just have to follow the line of your baseboard in order to get a clean cut with your utility knife. Last little piece. And guys, I didn't cut this at all. You are of course welcome to do what you like in your room. I just overlapped it because it's gonna be behind the bed. It's more of a backdrop anyway, and I'll probably hang a picture there. So do what works for you, but this certainly gets the job done. And again, once you get down to the bottom, just hold your fabric down. And since it's stiff, you shouldn't have to tack it or anything, but you just want to smooth it out and cut along the baseboard with your utility knife. Ooh, lost my glasses. So here we go. I am really happy with how this wall came out. I think that the choice of fabric gives it a real library feel that I'm going for, and I can't wait to finish the room. So I hope you guys can do this project too.
So that's about it. I hope that this was really helpful for you and that you are brave in going forth and trying something new, or even updating a space, or maybe you are a renter and you were thinking, oh, I thought that I couldn't have wallpaper. I know that this isn't exactly the same thing, but it's a cool way to change the room up. So if you have made it to the end of this, I just want to thank you so much for watching. I truly, truly appreciate every single person that watches this video. And I just want to ask you to hit that like button if you liked it. If you didn't, don't do anything at all. Kidding. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. Bye.